And welcome to the Breakfast Club. My name is Darren Hancock, and this is ThetaWaveTrader. August the 10th, 2026. Here's what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking for this. Let's start off with the 4 hour here. We've approached the mean threshold of this candle in the 4 hour. We found the mean threshold, and we've got a nice reaction off of that. But the SIBI's below us all the way down to here. Yeah, that will put us right there. So that's the downside I'll be targeting for on the 4 hour. It's my area of interest as a target. Let's put all the what the hell? The 1 hour. Let's look at this. I put this right in there in the 1 hour. So I'd like to see us close now. We have closed below that, so I'd like to see us come back and just tag this right there as a sell. And then I'd like to see us start reaching into this down here. We're using this last down close candle here. I don't want to see more than its mean threshold get tagged here to drop lower. So we're starting the new hour. So I want to see this 9:30 continue to push lower here. Now that it's tagged that, I don't want to see it go above that. So I'm just going to set the stop loss at just over break even, the cost of the trade. I don't want to see us revisit this area again. We've tagged it. Now it would be optimum would be to see that leave here. If it comes back and tags me, then I'll wait for this low to get taken again. Right on that there. Anyway, so that's the area I'm kind of targeting for the immediate future. And then we'll see what kind of reaction we get off that. If we can continue to run through that. Well, that'll put us right there. If we run through that, we're looking for somewhere around 500. $484, somewhere around there. Right. So mean threshold of this candle. So we have the close first. That's at 800. And then the mean threshold somewhere around 815. Might just take out these highs here and then take it lower. So we're still up to that, the low, the close, and the mean threshold of this candle. That's where I want to see price hold. And all the way to right to the low on this candle. 802. So you're expecting to see a turn here. Let's see if that comes heading on down again. Just checking to see if we're live. And we are. We have 3 people in. Good morning. Good morning. Puts us right in here. Yeah, right around this area. I'd like to see this start to turn here. Come back lower. Right from where it's just hit here. This is like a no-go zone for me. I don't want to see it break through here. What I mean by no-go zone is I come back to this imbalance right here. There's a price imbalance inside these little sibbies here. So I'm including the whole thing. So I want to see it tag it, which it's just doing right now, and I want to see that roll over and come lower. Now, what will get me bullish again is if we can see, now that this little low has been taken, I don't want to see this hold price in here the next hour, trade through it, 11 o'clock trade back into it, and then start going higher. But right now we've seen this close below here, which is what we're looking for. Come back, trade into this mean threshold at most, or take all the up close candles here, or sorry, down close candles. Take 50% of all of those. That would be 826. If we just take this candle, that'd be 816. 816 will put us just above the highs here. So here's that little zone I don't want to see get broken. But you know, you're right there at the bull trap, so 816 would be a mean threshold of that. So just watch that level. Watch this little no-go zone and see if we just get a wick through here and close inside here. That's what I'm looking for. The bodies are respecting the midpoint of all that. Now I want to see, it's just above. Let's see a run here now. Next scenario I want to see for more downside would be wherever this ends in the next hour, the 10 o'clock would be the institutional order flow entry drill for continuation on the downside if this remains open. Change in direction here. So what do we say they were? 826 as well. All right, now I want to add my important landmarks. This is the midnight open range. It's midnight open. This is Monday's first presentation fair value gap, or the first fair value gap after midnight. And okay, we got all three of those. You can see how it gets utilized, hey, the whole opening range, the first half hour in that first presentation. You can see how they get utilized quite a lot. There's the 16 we're looking for. Right on a 10. Good turn. Get back through here, use this. I'd like to see that keep coming lower then. When the no-go zone gets broken to the upside, you want to see it retested and hit the reach for your target. That was our first, those are our two targets. And then you want to see it, if it breaks back through there and uses that again as support, I want to see it break through here and continue to run lower. Anybody going to say good morning this morning? And there's three of you in here. I see three of you. So we're bouncing off this no-go zone again now. We'll see if we get back through here and reach for the 826. I don't want to see this one go though. I don't want to have to rely on the whole set of down close candles. I want just this first one. There we go. I'm going to go a little short on that one. Stop right there. Pull the wrong one. Your stop loss will go there. Morning, Noah. I'm Mr. Pips. Good morning. Well, it's afternoon for you. Whereabouts you at? Afternoon, that puts you over in Europe, I would imagine. And Mr. Pips, what part of the world are you in? Belgium. Europe, exactly. Very nice. See, now we're back through it again. Tulum. I love Tulum. That's a nice little dive shots from there. No, we're out. We ran through it, closed below it, now closed above it. You got to wait for the higher the low to go now. So if we get back through, I totally missed this. I'm so keen on this going lower on the higher time frames that I'm looking right here. Look for the breaker. That you don't want to see this bull trap here get broken to the upside. If you're looking for more downside and it was broken, if it trades through the midpoint of the candle, look for the SIBI below it. So it traded to the SIBI below it. Now it's gone back higher again. So it should go higher from here. Unless it breaks this low again, then you get back in sync with it. We're just trying to stay on the horse here on a 1 minute chart. So this should go higher here now off of here. We've traded through it, come back into it one more time right there. That should go higher. You don't want to lose the mean threshold here. And we're like 21 minutes or 11 minutes before the open. So let's just wait for the open to happen and then give it some running room. Mark the first presentation for Valley Gap at 9:30 or after 9:30. I still like this to go lower. On the higher time frame, it says I want to see a retest of this and start to go lower. So we're looking for any opportunity to see this hold, these two areas here hold and go lower. So we're banging off this now. So again, I don't want to see this break below here to go lower. We've reacted off the breaker. So now in the 1 minute, it's saying we're still going higher. The hourly, what does the 15-minute tell us? 15-minute has got a no-go zone up here. From there to there. That's a no-go zone on a 50. That 15, that midpoint's gone. This isn't trading it now. This is just watching it and see if it's acting the way you want it to act. So I'm liking this mean threshold. Still looking at the mean threshold of that candle. Right there would be 807. So we'll get a bounce off of 807. See if we come through it. And then you take the mean threshold here, close below that, and we're back in sync with this going lower. But again, we're only 9 minutes away from the open, so you could have quite a dramatic whipsaw action. So you kind of wait for that to happen. Don't be afraid of missing it. Just watch it and see how crazy she acts. And again, we're still targeting for that downside objective here. Another 100 handles away, 200 handles away. That's what I call a litz, a line in the sand. Got to stop there and go higher if you want it to go higher. If it breaks through that, there's nothing else down here. We should see this mean threshold get hit and then start running lower, and we're through it. So mean threshold's hit now. I'd like to see the 15 get back up into here. That would put us where in that hourly? Oh, that would put us almost the complete fill of that, eh? Okay. Chop. So it's chopping through this no-go zone here. Keeps chopping it, taking it out, then running back through it. Breaker's not holding anymore. Our first line in the sand is the only thing that's, or the mean threshold. It's holding. The second mean threshold, which is all of these candles, it's a midpoint. Morning, Russell. 5 minutes got a turn already. Tag perfect there. Run higher. That's the discount. The premium's way up here. Body breaks that. Retests it. Should go higher. We'd have to break back through this discount on a 5 minute. Retest it. And keep going lower. $7.99 is their low. $7.98. So back in this box again is also the mean threshold of this candle. My weekend was great. We did lots of work with lots of crap started going wrong this weekend. I had to get my dad some help this weekend after fall he had, which is good. He managed to get, not the fall wasn't good, but you know, it was good that we could get some private help for him right away. And then the roofing guy came to check out the house, and then went, you know, you got all these, you got some hail damage on the siding, so water could have come in here and here and here. So naturally I went up there and started patching stuff. And then he said, oh, you got one of the trims that's got some wood, there's some rotten wood there. I was like, ugh. So I went up there and thinking it was like a 1x4 molding, but it wasn't. As soon as I pulled it off, it just broke apart. The whole thing broke apart, and it was 2x4s. So the whole side of the window was just, and it was supposed to be raining right away. So I had to go up and down with this ladder, get some extra wood, paint it, and then go up there and get on the roof and fix this window. But I managed to get it done, and then spent the rest of the weekend going, I'm not built for climbing on roofs anymore. So it was a little construction weekend. Then we had some friends over, had a nice little fire, a nice little chat. It was good. How about you, Russell? How was your weekend? We have to go to replace our roof in a few months ago. Well, sounds like rot. Yeah, it was. Like it literally broke away. As soon as they started pulling it off, I was like, oh, that's not even a 1x4. That's a 2x4. And I'd already bought a 1x4, and I'd already painted it both sides. Or my wife had painted up both sides. So it was like, no, it's a 2x4. So luckily I had a 2x4 in the shed, cut that up, painted that, and then managed to get it all together and had it nailed it all up, or not nailed it. I like to screw everything up there with pre-drilled holes. Stops the wood from cracking. Anyway, put it up there and it's all done now. So now just wait for something else to go wrong. That's what houses do, right? They nickel and dime you to death. Sometimes you get these real simple problems. Like the other day, I was like, why can't I get into my car? Why do I have to use the key all the time? And then the trunk wouldn't open. Then it does open. I said, the car is like 2019. and I bought it brand new. So I thought, and it's got a 7-year warranty on it. So I thought that, you know, maybe I'll take it in for warranty. I couldn't, the car wouldn't start sometimes. I'm like, what's going on? I had to put the fob right up against the starter. I thought, well, what if it's just a simple, and then all of a sudden it came up with a dashboard, your battery's low. It's like, yeah, of course it is. Simple. Here's the open. That's the second one, 26. Let's see if we tag that 15-minute here. There's the tag on the 15-minute. Now bring it lower. That's especially a great place and time at 9:30. I like it. Let's keep everything lower than that and come lower. You have to replace your roof. Jesus, that must have been expensive. We got that cedar shake roof, which is just, I hate it. I just hate it. Cedar shakes look pretty, but when they start to go, man, we spent like $9 grand just having them come in, and they take out the old ones and then they replace them with some new ones. And then the older ones start to go, and it's just this constant sending people up there to replace boards. Just get yourself an asphalt roof. That's the way to go, man. Oh yeah, they're terrible. And all you hear at nighttime is pop, pop, especially in wintertime. And it's just all this, the nails or the staples they put in there that just keep popping. You hear this bang, bang, where they finally release in the roof. You think there goes more. And it's the most annoying thing ever. You think, man, you just throw money, good money after bad here. So retest. If we get through this 15-minute, then we're back into a bullish scenario again now. We are already bullish on a 5. We're already bullish on a 1. This 15-minute, let me put you on a 15 here so you see what I'm looking at. I'm looking at this little no-go zone right here, which is what we're just hitting into here. That's what I've marked out here. And I want to see this roll over and come back lower and take this lower. If we start to pop through this now, and we close above the no-go zone on the 15-minute, then we got a 1, a 5, and a 15-minute run to go higher. And that means I'll be targeting up here at 29.9-ish. So we'll let this kind of play out a little bit. Wait for the first presentation fair value gap and see how that one works. So far, continuation to the upside. So far, perfect. Nice little off the discount. Start pushing higher. Close above first up close candle to the left, which is this one here. Trade above it, trade back into it, send it higher. So we got 1, 5, and now our 15-minute. We're waiting for that to get above here on a close. So I'm not getting the hourly rundown that I'm looking for yet. So let's reverse engineer this here. There's the top of the 15-minute. Tag now, just send it straight down if we're coming lower. And then if we do get lower and this is a punch down, I'll be looking to see something like this. Not that this is a, yeah, right into that discount zone we're looking for. That puts us right in the mean threshold there. And delicious little run. Come on down now. So the 1 and the 5 ran into that 15-minute zone. 15-minute zone held. And now we're looking for a run down into here. Do you guys see the logic? And if we would have been chasing that over and over again, that wouldn't have been fun, right? That would have been like here. I took it once here off of that. I took one initially off of here. I wanted to see it run right off the low of that. Then the open. Sorry, this was the hourly. I wanted to just tag the open, so I took that initially to see if it ran. If it came back through me, I was thinking, well, we could tag that. And then there was one more in here I took, and it was like, nope, that's not looking good, because as soon as it starts to come back through that mean threshold level we're looking for here, then you say, what's the next target? Well, on the hourly, the next target's way too high. So go down to the 15-minute, and that's our no-go zone right there. Perfectly hits our no-go zone, and that's the kind of reaction we want to see off of it. Initially, you wanted to see that midpoint hold, but all of that is the no-go zone. So if it trades through the no-go zone, then we don't want to, then we're supporting it like this one here. So if it had intentions of going to the 15-minute, we should see this break, runs to it. Now we're running back through it. So I want to see us retest this little fella right there. And then you want to see that right there. Well, let's try that one as a short. It's already running through it, so I don't even like that. So when this finally acknowledges my trade, let's see where it closes. It's got to start booking it down here now. There, I'll go nose up there. It's got to run now. It's done its thing up here. Did not pop back through that zone. That's the new no-go zone right there. A little wicks don't, they do the little bit of damage. You don't want bodies getting through there. Wicks went right up in here, and the bodies didn't even acknowledge it. We just kept going lower. This wicks came through it. Now I want to see this keep driving down. And you're 4 hours down here as well. From here, oh yeah, this was the 4 hour we're looking at, right? So that's our tag. We're looking for it to reach down into here. So the body still respected this here. That was the mean threshold of that hourly candle. That's holding it. We had wicks through it. The bodies respected it. We took the low. mean threshold, just wicked into that 15-minute we're looking for and keep coming lower. And all this chopping back and forth, not what we're interested in. You want this tag and a direct run to it. This is just the opening of the market here, so it makes a bit of a chop back and forth, and this can be slicing around here till 10 o'clock. And there's a lot of commercials this morning. What the hell? So we're just waiting for us to tag our first the little next no-go zone down here. That's an old one. And our 830, where's our 830? Let's mark off our 830 opening too. That's 830 right there. See that? Came all the way back up to the 830. Body's holding it. Send it lower. Look at the perfection. Look how lovely that zone held. Well, we could still get another retest of this up here. Puts us right there. So now that, see how we've ran through this discount array. Now this becomes the new no-go zone on the 5-minute. You want to see us run through it, come back, test it, and send it lower. So that was the retest. And this candle took out the low, so you'd pay yourself there, move yourself to break even. So you don't want to see it run back through the mean threshold of that, or depending on wherever your entry was here. We're bouncing off of a daily zone here, right off the bottom. So you want to see that hold now. All these areas you want to see price hold at. And then you want to see a reaction off of that and say, now can I get back in that? So see how this was the lows taken, SIBI, ran higher, tested it, went higher, took out the high, you pay yourself. It's in the zone that we want, so it's hit our target. Now we want to see it pull off, break through this on the downside. It does, big time. Then it comes all the way back up and retests it. So that, like I said here, that was the discount portion inside that small little leg. And then it turns into the no-go zone. So that now becomes the little no-go zone. Let me just mark this out here for you so you see it. And you have to include the imbalance right there. So we traded through it. We came all the way back into it and then sent it lower. Takes out the low, pay yourself at the low, and move to break even. So now if this runs back through you, you at least got a piece off right there at the nearest low. See how that works? So now you want to think, all right, now I've got this no-go zone now. I've broken through that as well. I've got this one and this one. So these are all levels of resistance you're expecting to see price bounce off of and keep heading down to our next target. If it starts to drive hard through all this lot, then it starts to tell us, okay, well, we may not be reaching for this right now. We've just come back and filled this BISI in. And yeah, filled the BISI in, but I still think we're coming down here. So for me, you'd have to break this high, break through this 15-minute on a close, and then you can start getting back in sync with this coming up higher. And the fact that we're even revisiting this, all these again, not fun. Not my idea of fun. So you got 14 more minutes for the next 4-hour candle to start. And that can come back to 847. 843. What's that? That would be 839 to 851. If we start to run through this, the next little resistance point I want to see on the 4-hour, we got 14 more minutes left of this this present 4-hour candle. If it closes below here, $842. So if it closes below here, retests this area and then sends it lower, that's a lot of chop. So I've got lots of resistance in here. We just observe. Nothing clean yet. We have a swing, we have a change in direction right here. Body's traded above it, we've traded back into it, going higher. We're through this zone. This one's about to get broken. This is your new discount. We're back through that level again. That becomes the new discount again. Wait for this to break to the upside. What do we got left? How many more minutes? Oh, we still have 10 minutes yet. We break through that and we close above that, then I'm bullish again. And you got those equal highs on the daily there still. There's a lot of resistance in here. There's the retest. Break above it, retest, retest again. This old SIBI here, that was the no-go, broke through it, come back inside it, and test this discount, send it higher. Rejection block, hits the next no-go zone on the 15-minute. So we keep bouncing off that 15-minute one. So if that 15-minute provides resistance right there, right? We gotta bust through that. In order for these three levels to line up, 1, 2, and 3, we want to see this break to the upside. The 4-hour needs to close. If you're still bearish, it needs to close below here, retest this area, and send it lower. I don't see anything else. Yeah, we still haven't hit our discount area yet. That's this whole area here. What is ES doing? ES seems to be a little easier on the eyes. So we have... Now, if you're aggressive on the 4-hour, you want to see this hold right here on the 4-hour ES. This 4-hour has to close back inside here. You can get a wick down into here. This would be the line you want to see hold. Right there. And then you want to see that hold and go higher. You get the line in the sand. I'll put the line in the sand here. That's the lits, the line in the sand. So you can come down, tag that, and still be bullish. Ideally, you want to see it tag it, come back up and close inside this zone here. And then half that wick should be no more than half the wick on the next wick down for the 4-hour, send it up higher, and that will be my upside kind of 4-hour. That's kind of like the areas I'm looking at that would have to hold price, break price, use them as support to run for a new high. Yeah, it's just mashing away right now. So we talk about it just chopping around in that until 10 o'clock. That's what we're doing, mashing around. So nice. What's your downside box on NQ? Downside box on NQ is down here. See this? Next price leg lower. So I want to see this get into that 4-hour zone. So check out your 4-hour, Russell. Here's your 4-hour. See what I'm looking at here? I take the bottom, this whole candle here, this imbalance. So the volume imbalance here, I include the SIBI there. So that's the SIBI and the volume imbalance, and that will bring you right to that next price leg on the 15-minute, I think it was, or the hourly, would bring you right into the consequent encroachment of that. And if we get the full fill of it, then we get this all the way back into this imbalance here again, take out this low, and there's one more little piece of this BISI here that you can still fill. Like if I put this right here, watch, draw it out. See that little tiny piece down there? As you get to fill. So that's why I say there's more downside. And if you look at the upside, it's got to close in the next 4 minutes below this little zone right here. That's what I'm marking out on the 4 hour. Now, if this just kind of waffles back and forth inside this leg here, that we get a nice, another pump higher, give people the false idea that we're going to keep driving for the new highs, because these highs back here are all just juicy. There's a ton of pool of liquidity up there, right? So in order for that to reach for that, we have to break this on the upside, find some support with it, and then start pushing through that mean threshold again. Its mean threshold is holding. Now we're getting the drop. So if we come back into this, retest it and drop it lower, or if we just hit lower and then look for a reversal back into here, I'd be happy with that as well, because that'll give you like 200 to 300 handles, 200 handles to get back up into here. And that'd be a nice little payday. But you got to wait for something clean, because a couple of little attempts that we made here, they're not acting cleanly. They're still bouncing off of key levels we're looking at, but again, that wicks can do some damage. So wait for something cleaner. So I'm waiting for something to activate down here to see if we get another return back up in that zone. And I love big long candles like this, because that just means that we just get to come back and rebalance them at some point. Does that make sense? Oops. So I go to the 15-minute chart and I say, what's sitting in here that gives me a support where there's that no-go zone right there? Retest, send it lower. So that's why I'm looking for that to hold price. So this would be a model 4 continuation. So you see how we came up into it? That's a model. We've already taken the low here. That's 3. Model 4 is a retest of the either the low, the body, or that no-go zone, and send it lower. Look at that. Just ripped right through, went lower. So you pay yourself at the next low, move to break even. Would have came back, taking you out there. So you made a small little chunk off of here. Now you wanted to see that tear back and forth, tear straight down to here, but it didn't. It's waffling around here. So you wait for your next clean entry. So that's a model 4 continuation, and it panned out all in one candle in 15 minutes. So now we're looking at saying, okay, quit dicking around inside here. We want to see some support to go lower. And I haven't been on the horse a lot here recently in the last few minutes to say where it's going, but we're still stuck in that hole. You got all these pressure points that you want to see hold and send it lower. So it really has to drive hard and fast through here, break that 4-hour premium for me to get back into a bullish type of idea. Otherwise, I'm still bearish for now. Man, they're pumping commercials like crazy on my channel now. So this is one of those, you have to have extreme patience and confidence to trust that we're going to get down here. And when you play inside this chop, you're going to get eaten up. You're going to get busted up, because you'll start looking at how much money you're losing when it's returning. Unless you're like, I've got my 2%. I'm willing to risk that all day. Let it sit there and reach. And if I lose it, then I'll pack up and come back tomorrow. or you just wait for something cleaner. If we trade through this, right there is where we could go to, which is the top of that weekly there. We're back into that premium one more time. So just keep your eyes on all those kind of support levels, resistance levels. I know a true ICT lover hates support and resistance. You know, that YConf or whatever it is. We're looking for these SIBIs to become inversions, to provide support, or become no-go zones, and you want to see them hold to go lower. And really the no-go zone is just the SIBI becomes an inversion. Becomes reclaimed fair value gap when you get above it. Then all of a sudden it goes inversion again. Inversion. Sorry, other way around. This is a SIBI. Yeah, you want to see that provide support. So when it goes below it and comes back into it, it becomes inversion. Yep, 10 o'clock, silver bullet. So 10 o'clock, we're hitting 10 o'clock now. So typically I want to see 10 o'clock make a new high. Take out the 9 o'clock candle. That's all inside this hour right here. We bashed around for the last hour. So 10 o'clock right into that 4-hour premium would be perfect. And then a nice little retracement off of that. Look for the fair value gap that forms after 10 o'clock. The very first one, and then come back and retest that. That's your silver bullet for either continuation on the downside or test it from above and send it higher. That's typically Michael's silver bullets. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at Tibbs right now, my Tibbs thing. Every hour, every minute, every day, every 4-hour, 5-hour, 5-minute, every candle. If you use my Tibbs setup, you watch my Tibbs video, you'll see that they're key levels that we're expecting turns on. See how that 15-minute just continues to hold price, hey? It's a sensitive area. And the bodies are still respecting 830. I haven't seen Hadi in, so I don't know what Hadi's looking at, whether or not he's waiting for this to break above the 830 and send that higher. So now we're just using this discount array to push higher. We've got on top of this, and now we're getting on top of the next no-go zone. And the 830, 15-minute. If you want to see this go higher, these areas have to start providing support. If that keeps resisting, for what reason, I'm not sure right now. If that finally breaks and rolls over, that's our target. But you got to get out of this consolidation here now. And if you're taking an aggressive run higher, you want to see this really blast through here, give you a nice displacement candle to show you its intent to move. Yeah, exactly, Russell. So just wait. This is an exercise in patience and just studying price. Like if you just ignore this right now and not keeping an eye on key levels, then you can start to see early where it starts to fail for you. And you can already see here, we've broken through 1, 2, 3. We're in the fourth in that one. So more aggressive if we can get back above here. But I want to see that. Now we've gone through a 1 minute, a 5 minute, a 15 minute. This is the 15-minute one, and the 4 hour, because there isn't anything on the 1 hour I can see. Oh yeah, we said the 1 hour was that those two key levels, right? That 828 level was the mean threshold. So see how we have a nice little displacement happening here, and we're back right back through that premium level on the 4 hour. So if we want to see this get aggressive and go higher now, that we closed. Yeah, okay, we did close below that. So now I want to see this start rolling over here now. Start looking for any sign of turning. If they start finding support at this, then midnight open, first presentation fair value gap at midnight. So here's your silver bullet. Or here's the first one right here. Retest it, send it higher, run through it. We get a new one forming here. Morning, Derek. How you doing, buddy? Haven't seen you for a while. Triple red news on Wednesday. No news Monday. This hourly leg is over 50% already. The bees are good. Derek, you'd be impressed. I have a little bee farm forming. See how we've retested it now? We broke through it, come back, retest it. And again, that's the 4 hour chart. So you'd have to see the 4 hour come back and retest this, not just a 1 minute. So when we're looking at these higher time frames, it's that time frame you want to see that candle break it. So on a 15-minute chart, we want to see this get broken. So the next 6 minutes, I want to see that break here, come back, give it a little kiss, and then send it up higher. Then I'm targeting the mean threshold of the bull trap. The 4 hour, it's just started its 4 hour here, and it's had that little return into the premium area we're looking at. So I really want to see this all develop wick now in the next 4 hours. Or it's got to retest an old high, start pushing. 892. That puts you right in this first presentation fair value gap here. See how that's a nice little retest of the 4 hour. Touch the old high. Retest that no-go zone again. We broke through it, come back, retest it, send it higher. Moving into that open midnight range that we marked off there. Oh yeah, Derek. So you'll be happy. I've got we have a beehive at our place now. It's not a managed beehive. They've just decided that the bumblebees are gonna build a hive right under my steps in my front door. There's a little crack in the dirt that goes down underneath the slab, and they're just flying down into that hole. They've got it all cleared out there, and they're just, you can hear it. You walk by here, it's and they're just popping out of there, flying around. The big bumblebees. They've nested in the ground underneath my front steps. It keeps the Jehovah Witness away, I guess. I don't know, but they're buzzing around under there. They're just coming out. They've got a huge nest going underneath there because I just counted like 10 of them coming out of there yesterday. They were just in and out like crazy. And they're not regular bees. This is those big ass bumblebees. I'm surprised. I'd like to see this before we hit that high. I'd like to see the daily get down into there. You see that daily volume imbalance? It's way down there. The daily volume imbalance is sitting at 620 to 6 or 562. It's way down here. That would be right there. This would be, coffee's in the right spot. This daily volume imbalance. Don't be too surprised if we don't get back to here first before we take out those highs. If we take out the highs, yeah, that's at a 3,000 or 30,089 border. Oh, nice dark border. Let's extend that out to the right so I don't have to keep grabbing it all the time. All right. Right back in that first presentation at midnight. Midnight open. See how we're working that midnight open? Mean threshold puts us right at, let's find a precision here. $93. Right in here. Let's see if that holds now. Russell, you'll be happy to know that my the buzz that my wife gave me last week is finally growing in. She says you can hardly notice it now. See that consequent encroachment of that first presentation? It's holding. A couple of wicks up there. That's holding. Nope. It's gone. It's gone. Okay, so hourly. 953, 848. Oh, 943, 848. 943 puts us right here. 848 puts us back in here. That's the hourly targets. Again, nothing to get in on, so waiting for something clean. I want to see this premium here now get broken. See what that one's coming from first. That was back on Tuesday. I'm going to get out of that one. Get rid of that one. Let's play with what we got today here. Yeah, it's like watching paint dry. Get down through here. Wait. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get below here. I like that for 10 o'clock. It's the top of it refilled. I want to see it keep coming lower now. Midnight open again. That 20 seconds, it needs to close back inside here, or I'll close that out, or it'll take me here. Nope. Now I'm going to chase it back. Now I'm trying to minimize my loss here, right? So it's coming back to retest this. If it comes back to a break even here, it gets me out of my trade right there. I'm out. So now I'm going to wait. Because now it's broke my rule of trading above. So when it starts to trade back like that, then I just move the stop loss down, try and chase it back to a break even point and minimize my loss because I'm on the wrong side of it. And luckily it came back here. Now if it continues through, I'm going to wait for this to get broken down here because it's not acting the way I want it to act. So this was just a way of saying, can I get out of the trade at a break even? It's going to come back and tag my low again. And it did. So I get to break even on that one. So now it's chopping around, not interested. Gave me an opportunity to get out. Instead of taking a $500 loss there, we said it had, you know, so many seconds, 20 seconds to close back in here. It didn't. So now I'm just going to chase it back to a break even if it does. And if it continues through here, I don't get all upset about saying, well, why don't you just hold on to it then? Well, no, it's already violated my rule of it shouldn't break that high. So now it has to break this low and that 4-hour premium for me to get more excited about it to keep coming back. Because right now it's come back, retested the premium. It could start running higher now. So if I can argue both directions, don't take the trade. See, now it's closed below it. Give it a tag, come lower. And what minute are we on here? 22, 23. So now we're coming up for the bottom of the hour. The crazy Ivan. See how the 15-minute now has broke that no-go zone right here? Come back, retest this now, and send it higher. So what you have to do is you have to wait for a 15-minute to break through here, retest it, and then send it lower. So you're waiting for this 15-minute to break. The 4-hour, they're overlapping, which is even more convenient, and the 830 is sitting right here. So if we can get a nice little drop down here, nice displacement, back up and tag these and send it lower, as long as the body stays below 830, it's a more positive run. Right to the bottom of it here now. So we retested that. Now if this is going to go higher, it should snap off of here and start running back up higher. This has come back to an old bull trap, tagged it nicely. That should go higher. If we start to eat through that, that's a good sign. If we can close here in the next 5 minutes below there, it's a good sign. Use that as a retest. That's our 15-minute zone again. And we're starting to head back to our objective down here again. Close below the 4, retest the 4. You're stuck between the sticks on the 4 hour. You're right in the middle of them right now, so I got nothing for ES on the short term. Mean threshold has the hold price. You can go to rejection block at 77.92. Anywhere inside that rejection block and come lower. If this 32 minutes closes above here, I expect to see some sort of support here and start pushing higher. I'd be looking right there. That's my lits. That's the line in the sand if you want that to go higher. You want to see it pull back through here and touch that line and send it lower. Take out the mean threshold of this at 77.77 or 77.78. We can clear that out. Then you want to see it run for the rejection block and start heading back down into these lower areas. There's a nice little rebalance right there. So I'd be looking for something like right there. So you want to see it, that's the upper zone there. I want to see this break through here, close below this, retest it, send it through here, lose that, then target here, get through that, and then you got some more free room to start running lower. If that closes above there, look for another retest of this rejection block. If you can get above that, then start targeting that 804 level. And you got 31 minutes on that hourly chart to look for that. So you go down to the lower time frames and say, do you have anything on the lower time frame that supports it? That could run for that upper zone there, the 805. Right now you do. This premium no-go zone has just now been validated. Right there. So that's being supported. You want to see that keep pushing higher now. You don't want to see it break through here. If it breaks through here, then you want to see that retest and then send it lower. And then you're targeting down here on a 5-minute chart. See it going higher. I want to see that break up, start pushing higher here now. And then it's got to break through the next premium zone, which is right 7789. It's got to close above 7789 and then you would use this up here. 7789 to there. See, I closed above it, tag it. You want to see that keep going higher now? That's the 5-minute. You can come down to these two little old highs here. Mean threshold of this, yeah, it has been validated. So it's now a valid downside close candle. I want to see that go higher now. And NQ should follow suit and go higher. So it's come down, retested the CIBI, and the mean threshold. We're bouncing off those two little areas, that mean threshold of that candle. That's the big bull trap you're looking for, right? For it to break the upside of that, for us to get back in sync with going higher. If that bull trap holds, its mean threshold holds price, I want to see this break on the downside. So again, I'm still in a no fly zone here. It can't go any lower than this. So if that's the new upside there, if that price leg were to continue, we're still going to touch our 4-hour discount box here. But that's got to hold now because we've got very little, very little room to play with. That one can go. So far this is giving me a bullish tendency. Don't want to go higher. So I'm going to eliminate this because right now this is not supporting going lower. It's still supporting going higher on a 15, higher on a 5, and definitely higher on a 1. We're back through that little zone again. So you got higher on all three areas here. That tells me we're pushing higher. ES is pushing higher. So no short. I don't see a short on ES right now. Where you at? Somebody asking a question there. Good morning, Hans. How you doing, buddy? See how we're hitting that rejection block now? So ES is acting a lot cleaner than NQ. See how NQ is just chopping around in here like crazy, making a mess of traders. Where ES, a little bit of chop here this morning, but at least the 5 minutes acting off the bull trap, nice and clean off the bull trap. Start running up for the next high. It's taken now. There's your rejection block hit. That 5 minute found support. Ran higher, took the highs, pay yourself. Move to break even and let the trade run now. So if it starts to roll over and takes this mean threshold, that's your fail safe. If it trades through that, even with a wick right now, I'd be like out. Because you want clean action. You want to see it tap it and go. I just still see some more upside. 905, 907 for NQ. Those of you are on NQ. Let's try and look at some other ones. Oil, for example. Let's look at oil. We have a swing here. And we have a little sibby down here. Trades through it all the way down to the rejection block. If your stop loss was sitting right there, you really got squeezed, but you're safe. Came back through it. Wait for it to break the first candle to the left, which is a bull candle. Wait for it to break through that. It does. Now come back and retest that. Comes back and retests it right there. Midpoint, the close, and the line in the sand is your mean threshold, right? So it comes all the way back down into that mean threshold. Hits it. Runs back up. Now you don't want to see a candle close below this because now we've got these highs taken. This now becomes an important level you don't want to see broken on the downside. That wick, if you would have been panicking inside the candle, that's why you make your decision at the end of the candle. It's done. Good. Now your stop loss would move from wherever it was down here to here. You don't want to see that get retested and broken again. So run higher. Wait for this candle's mean threshold hold price. Does right there. Look at that mean threshold. Wicks do a little bit of damage, comes back and fills the sibby or busy. Runs higher. Comes back, mean threshold again. It holds. Got a bit of a wick. Sends it higher. So that's oil. Hourly. So if you want to see oil take a turn again now, I want to see this break to the downside, come back and use this as support to continue pushing lower. Otherwise, If we break above that candle again right there, use that as support and keep pushing higher. Rejection block first, half the wick, high, keep going. So this SIBI is not broken until that candle comes all the way back inside. This wick did some damage, did not take out the low. Finally breaks this candle on the upside right there, retests it, sends it higher. Look at each one of these little bull candles. You want to say, I want to see them broken to the upside. Whatever the last one is that gets broken, that's the one I want to get. If it's just a straight bull candle like this, I want to say, what's the last one that took out? Right there. It actually closes on that. So you'd have to say, this is the last highest one. Comes back, retests it. Takes out this one and this one now. And then does it take that one? Yep. Comes back, retests the last one, sends it higher. So whenever you see these bull candles starting to leave like this, whatever the last candle it takes on a close, then you look at that as the one that's going to come back, find support at that and keep pushing higher. If it breaks that on a close, then you know it's not acting the way you want it to act, and get ready for, do we have a potential turn? So here, change in direction. So now you got to say, all right, now if I'm expecting this to go lower, I don't want to see a body get back through that level on a close. If it does, then it can support continuing to go higher. Closes, comes back, hits it, runs higher, takes out the bull trap, but does not close above it. Wait for it to close back through here. It does. You want to see a model 3, so you want it, before it tags that low, you want to see it come back, hit it, and run lower. If it does take that, then you go, okay, well, that model 3 is already done. It's already come back into a key level. We want to see whole price. So now you're going to say, I'm stuck between here and seeing that bull trap get broken to the upside. It finally gets broken to the upside right here. Look at this. It comes all the way back down and just tags the edge of it, and then continues to go higher. So that's that. Sorry, that was the no-go zone there. Bull trap came all the way back down to the top of the no-go zone. Right there. Closes above here, a little swing. Closes above, gives it a little kiss, sends it up higher, pay yourself. Change in direction up to here. Now I want to see if this holds. And you want to see this stay open if this is going to come lower now. So the first indication you start to see on this turning is right here. So put your box in here like this. And say, I don't want to see that break this to the upside. A wick can do it. Wick can come back and fill that. But ideally, you want to see that stay open. Use this as support and start rolling over and coming lower. And you're targeting. Your line in the sand, if you want to see this go higher, is right there. So if it comes here, bounces off of that, you get a nice little fair value gap that you can find support at. You're targeting this, that'd be your discount, premium, run through that, continue pushing higher. If this holds now and starts to climb on top of it, come back, find some support at that. That'll be the step that you're looking for to continue marching higher. Gold. Look at that 10 o'clock turn there, hey? Wow. 9:30, that's the crazy Ivan. Didn't see you, kept coming lower. Right to 38, see that? The 27 to 38, that's the crazy Ivan. Right on the 38. Ran lower, 10 o'clock. There's 10 right there. Makes its move. Change in direction. Big bold candle. Look at the last one it took out. This is the one that's in the play. Then this one. Candle takes out the SIBI. Then this one. We go, now I want to see this candle open, come down and tag that, and then I can get long. It doesn't, it continues to go higher. So you go, great. Now it takes out this candle and that guy. If we lose the mean threshold right there, then we'll look for the SIBI. Comes to the SIBI, finally runs through it, comes back, and then uses it as support to continue pushing higher. So that's our turn at 10. And that was a huge run for gold. If you're in a gold trade there, off that reversal at 10 o'clock on a Tibbs, it's time in a bottle. If you're wondering what Tibbs means, watch the video. And it's a retest right on a 7 candle. 7 or 5-7. 9-10. There's your 9-10 turn. 14 should be over here somewhere. 14. 21, 27. There's 21. Then 30, 32. There's 32. 36. 38. That's your crazy Ivan. And it continues going higher. Silver. Breaks above, finds support, runs above, pay yourself. Oh, a lot of chop going on there. 9 o'clock, this is a 5-minute candle. There's your 10, 9. This is the only clean entry I can see here. There. Clear out the highs. No retest. Keep going higher. Look for rejection block up here at 65.05. That's silver. Anybody into euro? Euro against the pound. Look at that, hey? Pound's got some huge push. This is euro on the hourly. Look at comparatively. Look at how the euro kept failing and the pound just kept pushing higher. Like it took out its highs here. So you talk about a divergence. This is the stronger of the two. So go to the euro pound combination. Say who's the sick sister. And the euro is the sick one. The euro against the pound. You see how that's just really pushing. And the euro is failing to keep up. So as the American dollar goes down, you're expecting to see the foreign currencies lift up. So if this euro American dollar gets up back through here, then you'd have to take out all of this lot to find some support to go higher. Otherwise, I want to see this low get taken, find some support here and keep pushing lower. Tell you, it's a small little range in the hourly today. See where it gets out of here today. It's just kind of waffling. It's a no news day, so usually when there's no news, the currencies are allowed to just do what they want. They tend to just rise or fall as they need. But typically you see them following the US dollar. So if the dollar drops, they should all start to lift up. Pound's obviously got some runaway news or runaway support. So what targets are you looking for pound? Well, that's euro pound. Where are we going for pound? 4 hour. We're through that already. Mean threshold 135.32. Yeah, 135.32. Somewhere up here. See if we can break through that and find some support at that. This is just a mess still. ES is still climbing higher as we predicted. Start seeing if we can target that 804 now. Again, this is a choppy day. ES is giving us more support for a higher run right now than NQ. NQ is just holding its place. ES, see how it's leaving? It's already broken this high at 3 o'clock in the morning, the Asian high. And the Asian high is not even close to getting hit yet on NQ. So that's either going to catch up soon, or that resistance, that divergence we're in right now. And if I put this on the hourly, you'll see it a little clearer. Let's say that was the 3.5. 3.5. We're just broken that now. So this one is a run higher. This one refuses to get up there. So there's a divergence. And this is just freezing and hanging around those that opening range. And that premium array, we're finding support off of it. So it's sitting solid right there right now. Yes, I'm still looking for 804. Is there anybody want me to look at anything particular, like any specific market? Yes, took the London highs. Yeah. Yeah, we were just talking about that. So that's the divergence, right? So this took the highs. This isn't even close to taking the highs yet. We're still lagging behind this 7 a.m. candle. And yes, it's 7 a.m. candles right here, or right here. And we're way through that. Take out the high. Not even close. So basically, I want to see if this candle here on the hourly holds price and we go lower. Like it refuses to take the highs. So it's got a lot more weight on it. And then it has to trade back through the high of this candle on a close. So this 8 minutes left would be nice to see it close below that candle's high at 842. If that be the case, awesome. We're staying inside that premium. We're right on the top of the hourly premium. Way back over here. We hit right into that schmuck. Now I want to see this close below here in the next 8 minutes. And then you want to see some breaking out of this mess that we're sitting in here. And ES, I want to see it roll over here now. Now that it's cleared out the London high, I want you to see that roll over and just start taking out this low here. Now you can start looking at going in right there. There's the first indication. There's the tippy tappy. Come lower. Come on down. Now you want to see it take out this, because it's sitting right on top of this bull or this breaker. I want to see the breaker get closed. There you go. That's what you're looking at. Look at that tippy tappy. Perfect. Rejection block. Pay yourself at rejection blocks. So from there to there, literally in less than 30 seconds, you already got into a risk-free trade and you've paid yourself. And you may not, that may be not be a trade style for you, but now you want to see if you're at risk-free here now, you just want to see it run. You've paid yourself, you've got your coffee money, you're in a risk-free trade, zero stress, let it run. If it comes back up, you want to see it close below this candle on a low. So 2 seconds, close below there. Literally closed on it. Popped up, now keep coming lower. And this guy's on a run, keep coming. You see it starting to happen already, right? Took out the highs. We see a reverse. Right there was our first little indication. Grab it, run, pay either here or here. I like rejection block, pay yourself there. That mean threshold now, I want to see that hold price. If we do get a sloppy run back up into here, you don't want to see it break 77.94. And NQ should start running like a mofo now. Are you guys getting this? Is this making sense? Jean-Paul, how are you? Comment ça va? Now give us a retest. And ES is on a run. And see how you were in here? You pay yourself, you're risk-free. Let her buck, man. That was the nice, cleanest little, and see what I mean by if it's going to tag and it's got intent of going low, look at that little, we talked about it right as it was happening. You hit it and it leaves, that's the intent you want. You want to see it hit it and go, not chopping around like this. So if it's not acting the way you want it to act, don't play with it, man. You see me going here, it's going higher. No, it's going lower. It's going higher. It's going lower. That's just staying on the horse. But when it's clean and it starts to hit right off that level, it's broken that high. There was that we talked about the divergence that was going on here, right? This took out the high. This refused to get up there. It didn't even break the 7 o'clock candle. ES ran right through all of it, took out the London high and start to reject off of that high, right? So now you look for, as soon as that high is taken, look for any sign of an indication that it wants to go lower. It's right there. Breaks it, tests it, goes lower. Pay yourself if you think, well, maybe it can go higher. Pay yourself at the rejection block. Pay yourself. Move your stop loss to break even plus the cost of the trade. So now it's not costing you anything. And now we've broken these lows. This is a nice little little retest area right there. Oh, look at it. It's perfect. It came back, tested it. Keep coming lower now. That's a Model 4. Takes out that low. Come right up in here. Give me an institutional order flow entry drill here, right here. That can come all the way up to here, by the way, just so you know. Come. That's another retest of that. This is the no-go zone. I'll put this right in here so you watch it all the way up to here. So you can get short there. retest that low or that high or low right here. And stop loss has to go above here. If it takes that low, I'll move to break even. That's the model 4. In Q. Look at that run right up into that premium. Now I want to see this really rip through here now. Get some real downside run here. Come on, tear it up. Look at that equal lows now. Now run all the way back up in here. Keep the equal lows. Run back up, then run back down. Let's just mess with you. The low of that candle is 784. The low of this candle, 784. There we go. Did it go 784? 784. Yay, now we get to move to break even plus the cost of the trade. And now it's a stress-free trade. Targeting here is their discount box. Discount array. Bingo. So give ourselves a reward there, and then I can move my stop loss a little lower because I don't want to see that come back and get me. Eventually that trade should go through and turn that into a 1 right there at that. There you go. So we collect some cash from that. We're in a risk-free trade. We've made some ducats, and we've hit our discount box. Now I want to see if this discount box breaks through here and the little no-go zone and continues to go lower. And we've dropped our stop loss into risk-free, so I don't want to see it revisit up here again. I want to see it drive through here now. If we've got intentions of going lower and we're looking for that 4-hour target down here again, then I want to see this not just bounce off of here and start to run back through that. I'm covered if it does, because now I've got a SIBI right here. If it runs through here, comes back, tags that, I want to see the bull trap let go and then start running back to the premium up here. Otherwise, I want to see that. You can come back and refill it perfectly at that low. So that's why we're just above it. Tag it. See how we're demanding precision levels. Wicks can do some damage. They will do some damage and take us out if that's not a precise tap right there. And go lower. See what I mean? Now it's got to keep coming lower. If it starts to pop up through there again, not what we want to see. That's not what we want to see. You gave it some wiggle room. And now I'm moving my stop right on top of that. You've done your thing. You've done your little tease above that zone. I don't want to see that. That's it. I don't want to see a body get through here. See, because now that becomes the change of direction inside this small range. And then you're hunting low hanging fruit. And then we got a bull trap right next to us here. So see how we've paid ourselves already here. If this turns around and goes back, you're looking at this whole range right here, low hanging fruit. Looking at optimum trade entry reversals. If you're using your fib tool, look at that. 70% perfect optimum trade entry reversal happens to line up perfectly with our discount box that we've already paid ourselves at. So if you're using my take profit model 1, you'd be out of this trade already. As soon as it hit that, you'd be moving your stop loss to 62%. It would have came back and taken you out. Now I'm sitting right at 50. It'll take us out here now. So coincidentally, just as we were using that as our target, it hit it, paid ourselves, and it's also 70% off from trade entry reversal for us to continue going higher back inside this range here. So now watch this level right here and this bull trap. And we still got our no-go zone right here. We'll call that our no-go zone right now. Where did you get out in the short, Russell? Where did you take your short out at? Right at this discount box down here? We're above. Tap. We're inside it now. You want to see that go higher. But we've got a bull trap sitting right here. So you're into the mean threshold of the bull trap. So this is not worth playing in. Just because you got the trap running, you may say, oh, it's going to go higher. But the bull trap holds you back. Should pop you through here. Come back, find support at this, and then keep pushing lower. So that would be the next leg down into here. If you're looking at the legs down type of idea. And again, these are never 100%, but they give you an idea where you want to see it head for, these old lows down here. If that bull trap holds, and this is the price leg down, that's where you want to see the bull trap hold, and this little run down would be fine. A retest of that low. Kind of like the idea that you're looking for. 773. 773. Out of that short 773 level. 773. You got that? We're not even there yet. How did you get out there? Was in on the 1 minute fair value gap. Tag. Oh, you mean this here? And then you got out at 7, couldn't be 773, would have to have been 779 or something like that. See how we've traded back through it, tag this, sending it higher, wait for the bull trap to let go, and forget this right now. Stay on the horse, read the charts, and watch how it's acting. And this is no different than a one-day chart. You just got to have more patience. But if you start to get down into this 1 minute chart and you practice watching these ranges, watching these bull traps, watching the reverses happen, you check this. Exactly what I'm showing you here on a 1 minute chart is exactly what you'll see on every other chart, any asset class, anything. This 4 models, you can trade any market, anywhere in the world, at any time, any time frame. I know it's a bold statement, but watch it. You'll see. Change in direction. Old lows taken out. We've bounced off a discount array inside a larger range. We've bounced off of that. We saw this change in direction. You're in this for a long, and not that you want to be in this right now because the bull trap's sitting right there, and you want to see that little peak get taken. Then this will be a model 2 for a run for the premium. Watch the bull trap first. So 50, this is what you're going to have to do. Let me explain this here. Because you can't just run to straight data points without recognizing all of the ones in between. So right now, this bull trap, if it breaks to the upside on a close, unfortunately, you're going to hit 50%. So it may just hit that reverse and come back down through this. Use this as the no-go zone to continue pushing for our discount box down here in the larger range. So that's how I can kind of see that going. Or if we break above it, tag it, find support at it, and then I'm going to start pushing for 62, 70, 75% puts us right in the premium box inside this range. So here's your low-hanging fruit. First entry, pay yourself at rejection block. Break even. You don't want to see it come back through your candle here now. You've paid yourself at the rejection block. Now you're just waiting. You're saying all of this should support price. If it doesn't, then that should break. And I paid myself at the rejection block. I got coffee money. The trade didn't pan out the way I wanted it to because it's not acting the way I want it to. Move to the sidelines. Demand that the price moves your way. If it doesn't, move to the sidelines until it starts to act the way you want it to act. So right now we're looking at this little spot right here. There's a small little SIBI there. I'm including the whole thing just because I want to give myself a lot of leeway here. It's got to break through that. If you start playing silly buggers inside small little ranges like this, you're going to get eaten up. So extend it to the open and close of each one of those candles that make up the SIBI. See how that bull trap is holding you back? But you hit the rejection block portion of it. This little swing point. Come back and test the mean threshold. See how that rejects it? That's the next price leg lower. So we're looking for the lows to get taken now. Fuck, man, there's tons of commercials. I haven't played this many commercials in my channel for a long time. So wait, see how the bodies are respecting it? Don't get suckered in by the candle. Wait for it to finish first. 11 seconds. You want to see it close below here. There's the retest of the mean threshold. That's that little SIBI. That'd be like a no-go zone. You want to see it come back, tag that, roll over here now and start coming lower. Watch. Demand that it stays inside here. From there to there. At 77.84. And you don't even want to see wicks and stuff getting out of there. You want to see that that little discount array here, it's got to let go. See, that's a full fill of that, but I don't even like to see that. So you're back into chop chop. See how the bodies did not break our area? So while you open it up, when you're getting into this kind of chop, precision would have been a nice little tap on there like that, and then start running. If you're chopping around, extend your SIBI to the open and close, and then wait for that to get broken to the downside. So right now, this mean threshold of this last down close candle has been tagged right up to the mean threshold of this candle, or this bull trap again. So I'm just watching each one of these candles, and I'm looking for key areas I want to see support or resistance at. The bull trap's still holding. It's not letting you get through. So you're either going to jam through this, or we're going to let go of this SIBI down here. It'll turn it into a no-go zone and hold on to it and send it lower. And we're looking at this price leg, and we're saying, well, if that's holding, that's what I want to see down here at 77.68. Should take out these lows. How's our NQ doing? Is that decided to go anywhere now? 11 o'clock. We should see 12 o'clock take this out now. This looks good for a 12 o'clock run. Or 11:30. Look for 32 to 38 or 27 to 38. Crazy Ivan. Like, take this out would be really nice. Crazy Ivan this and send it up. Yes, come on. Get some legs here. Get on down. Welcome to Chopsville. Now, typically at 11 o'clock, you'd want to see a SIBI forming in here, tag it, and then run higher. You see how it failed? It failed right inside the bull trap. And now we're stuck. We're in limbo. So you got to wait for the bull trap to break or this low to break and come back in and use this discount. So in essence, that's got to break or this has got to break. And you wait. Be patient enough to wait. Is there a specific market you want me to look at for how's our oil doing with our little prediction there? There you go. That little mean threshold there. If you break it, come back to it, push higher, look for this to get retested. If it doesn't, wait. This is now your graded response. If this creates a SIBI or BISI above you, then you want to see a graded response, which is typically A plus if we just it leaves right away. Like, so whenever that candle finished, that created your BISI, and then just kept running higher, right? So typically you want to see a small candle here, then an institutional order flow entry drill. That's an A. A B is the midpoint. A C is 75% fill. A D is a full fill of it. And a fail is when it closes back below it, then it's a fail. change in direction here. See how we saw this? Trade back into it, takes out the low, that right there, trades back into it, takes the low, pay yourself. Remember, I told you, if it's even the candle below, that's got the wick below it, if it takes it out, you pay yourself, move to break even. Because if you're on the wrong side of it and it turns back against you, you do not want to see this get closed above. See how it closes above right here? If it closes above it, you're on the wrong side of it. You got to be prepared to go, I don't want to see it. I want to see it just keep ripping through here and going lower and lower and lower. Start targeting this line back here again. Break through that and keep going lower. You have to pay yourself at the next low. And if that's the candle you just left, pay yourself, move to break even. You say, that's it. That's the retest I want to see. I don't want to see it come back to me one more time. It goes lower, you pay yourself, great. Now I'm in a risk-free trade. I've got a couple of bucks. And then all of a sudden it turns back against you. Go, nope, I don't want to see that. If it comes back and fills this, I don't want to see it break it. It broke it. Say, great. Now come back and retest the midpoint. Send higher, rejection block, pay yourself. So now you get back in sync with it, get on the right side of it, pay yourself at rejection block, move to break even, and wait. Does it keep going higher? Do we get a body trade through this now? That's my next little zone. See how this one here? That's the next one. If we close below that, find support at it, I want to see this one give way, see this little swing point happen, displace, come back into that candle and send it lower, because this now is the breaker that breaks that high. It's the lowest down closed candle on a swing that takes out this high, all of that. So that becomes the breaker. If it runs through the breaker, comes back to it, and inside the no-go, this will be a new no-go zone, then that will be a support to come back down deeper into this range here. And then you can use your 50, 62% take profit model 1 if you like, whatever. So that's kind of like what you want to see if you want to get a lower or catch a low, or sorry, a short. If you want to see it go higher, this mean threshold has to hold. So this line here now has to hold. If we trade through it, look for the CIBI below it. So all of this is now fair game. So how we traded through it, we've tagged it once, send it higher, pay yourself, remove your stop loss to break even. You do not want to see it keep coming back and revisiting this. So demanding price should lift higher. You do not want to see this keep getting hammered over and over, because then it's chopping. And you're getting into lunch hour now. So what do you expect? Chop. That's why you pay yourself quick. Because if it's on a tear, you've caught it. And if it's not, you've paid yourself a little piece and you've covered your trade so it doesn't trade against you, because you're demanding a certain area hold price. Don't go, oh, I'm going to keep pulling this down. Oh, I'll give it a little bit more room. Oh, I'll give it a little bit more room. And before you know it, you're underwater and it eats all through your trade. And it showed you that that level gave way a long time ago. You've got to be committed to your rules. Anyway, that's my rules. Again, is there anyone that wants me to look at anything specifically? Commercials, man. Gold. See that no-go zone? Come back, tag it, looking for the next one. We broke it to the upside. See how we came back, found support, support went lower? That was the no-go, right? Now this is a go. If you're going to go higher, you want to see it break above this. It does. Come back, tag it at the high, the open, or the low. Comes right that, sorry, the high, the consequent encroachment, or the low. Comes right into the consequent encroachment. Finally, sends it higher. Pay yourself at the high or rejection block. You've got this little swing, takes out this. That's the little zone you want to see hold price now. So you trade it above it, you come back, tagged it, send it higher, pay yourself. If you're getting in here, pay yourself, move to break even, because now you don't want to see it come back through this candle. You want to see all this act like a breakaway. Just start running through this no-go zone here. Demand price action that you want, not be the victim of whatever the market offers you. Like if you watch this close enough, you can say, I do not want to see that break through there. If it does, then we have a risk of running deeper into this SIBI again. And I'm not prepared to take that kind of loss in case it runs through it, tags it, then I'm really at a loss. If this is strength, I want to see it leave from here. If it comes back and tags me out, that's my next spot right there to enter in at. Because if I'm wrong, it'll come back, tag it, get me out, and then get me back in sync for going lower. See how we broke through that mean threshold of that level right there? We tagged it, closed on it, opened, closed on it. What are we going to tag? The SIBI below us. You're right inside that SIBI here now. So if you're really going to stay on the horse here, it's sitting in a really tight little corral and it's spinning around. It's bouncing off of key level that I want to see hold price. That mean threshold, I didn't want to see it break it. Finally broke it here, tags the SIBI below you, comes back up higher in the mean threshold. You want to see that break above here. So you see it bouncing, 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 small little range. It's bouncing off these key levels. So I want to see that give way or this give way. And you're back into the breaker again. You see how they're all overlapping? So you can see a lot of bounce and chop going on here. And we're getting it time, price. Am I expecting to see some chop starting here at 11:30 into lunch hour? Could we be banging around inside here for a while? Yeah. Do you want to risk trying to capitalize on a couple of handles here and there? No. This is just chop. This is a sloppy, choppy Monday. All right, if there's nobody that wants me to look at any other markets, any other, anybody into commodities or anything like that, let me know. So bull trap, see how we broke through the bull trap? We're right back inside it right here. We get a nice little reaction off of that. Get back through here if you want to see this go bullish again. So now this this has to close right there above 99.70. It has to close up on or above 99.70 to go bullish, which will put more pressure on these guys to come down, eat through this mean threshold of this candle here, and start attacking this SIBI down here again. The Japanese yen, the whole bullshit over it was being propped up by the Americans. Nope. What's the daily look like here? Americans are going to prop it up. Change. This 00625, 00626. Then I'm going to put this in here. This breaks here. If it breaks that on a close, I would anticipate we're going to come down into here and then a lot lower. There's already the change in direction here on the 1 minute. Oh, that's a British pound. The pound's already got a retest of the BISI, sending it lower, lower. Watch this little area down here. If it closes below here, closes below that, come back and tag this. Look for continuation on the downside. I'd be targeting down here somewhere. We're on the banks. The banks are on fire. Our DAX. I don't know if we got anybody. Hans, you're a DAX guy, are you not? Lucas, been lurking in the shadows. Appreciate the commentary. Always, Darren. Gonna head out. See you all. See you later, Lucas. Thanks for tuning in, man. Next time, just say hello. Just pop in, say hi. You can sit in the shadows, but say hi. Let me know you're here so I can say it. Hello. So 5 minute. I don't want to see. I don't want to see it break here on a close. If it does, retargeting down here. It's choppy. Chop, chop, chop. 1 minute. Let's pull this up even higher still. Anybody into a DAX? Oops. Oops. Premium 15. Well, it came into our daily inversion. Ran up. That was a $10, $17 run. Takes out the highs. This Okolo, I don't know what they do. Somebody gave me that one a while ago. I want to see a retest here, and I want to see that go back up higher. So all the time it's staying out of here. You want to see that starting to eat up into this range now. Our holdings, that held. That whole zone we had laid out here held. Broke through here. Now we're down into this guy. Let's have a look at this one. Daily chart. This is a daily. That Roku. Do you remember when Michael gave us Roku? Before it came out, he said he would buy it at 18 bucks. I bought it, sold it at like 20 bucks. And look at it now. It's gone up to 400 and some odd dollars. Then it'll come all the way back down into this $50 range. Now it's back up to 100. It's 3 times what it was at the end of last year. 300% run up so far. Crazy. Oh shit. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. All right. Okay. Any questions? Lurking. I love trading the DAX in the morning if I'm home to do it. Okay, I gotcha. We're through that line here. Now start targeting downside. So this little box right here, I want to see this hold. This is your hold zone now. Your no go. I can get in there. It's got a breakthrough here on a close. Come back, use this whole zone to start running lower. Yeah, come on down. That means these guys are coming down. ES is coming down. Looking for NQ to reach for that little puppy down there now. I want to see it break through here. Come on down. Run in there. Oh, look at that. Tag it perfectly. Keep coming. Okay. I like that sell right there. All right, that's going to be it for me, you guys. That's my last trade. I'm looking for this level down here now. And then I'm done. That's it for me. I see you guys on bright and early tomorrow morning. So I hope you all have a great day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or I'll see you guys who are in our community channel. I'll see you guys in the community channel and have a little chat throughout the day. Until then, you guys have an awesome day. You're very welcome, Hans. Take care. Sending the love as usual, my friends. You guys take care. Start pounding it down. Let's go. $34, $38. Crazy. Easy Ivan time. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow.